we go. Welcome back to another Habs Nation Show special edition. First Saturday night of the season 4 on amazing great night of the September 23rd, 2023. Hopefully an amazing great Saturday. You're ready to rock and roll. Talking about again more contents about the Montreal Canadiens. They complete the day number 4 of the main camp with two other scrimmage between 4 groups. We're going to go through that day. We're going to resume that minute. We have another new subscriber, guys. Final Chancel. Here's a new subscriber of the Hockey Nation Show. Welcome. We are knocking the 7,000 subscriber. We are almost there. So, what a great week about the Hockey Nation and the Habs Nation. We produce a lot of video. Tonight, like I said, we're going to resume the day number 4. We're going to talk about different things. And then I'm going to slightly a little bit more talking about my roster line for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens. If we don't have any other injuries, talk about fun players performing today. Some did not have a great day, but they're still doing well. And some we don't hear for the first 4 days of the camp, but they show up with consistency. Most of them are going to play with the Laval Rocket, but maybe at some point going to have some kind of call-up during the season. Martin Saint-Louis, very excited for the upcoming season. We're going to hear about Martin Saint-Louis when you talk about Slafkovsky, and then you talk about Gallagher. I take some extract of this resume of his press conference today in English. And then I'm going to show to you why Slafkovsky is still at school. What are you talking about? But he still to learn a lot of things, to learn, to educate himself, to do the right decision. So I took a clips and he did a bad decision, but I want to show you what he need to do, how to improve himself, when he's going to get. But Slafkovsky a little bit better today again. Still the tempo. It was a little bit inconsistency at some point. We're going to talk about him for sure the next couple of minutes. And of course, we're going to answer all your questions you have about the Montreal Canadiens. We know Montreal Canadiens are going to play tomorrow their first inter-scrimmage in front of people. It's sold out tomorrow at the Bell Center. Game is at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Coach, are you going to do it? We are going to do the live streaming game between the both team, the white and the red team. We're going to get a little bit more like not really a live streaming play-by-play, but we're going to talk about the players, going to talk about the upcoming season. So we're going to mix up. And don't forget tomorrow night. Oh, yeah, they are back. I'm talking about the weekly recap of Montreal Canadiens. And, of course, we're going to talk about the preview week. Montreal play 4 exhibition games this week, this upcoming week. Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. All 4 games out in Montreal. Following after that for 2 more games for the preseason. And then they'll complete those preseason games before they start the season. Of course, again, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Until then, we're going to have a lot of still hockey to talk about. So thank you so much to join me live. And we really appreciate you guys. You're part of the show tonight. First of all, we do this all the time. At the beginning, we want to welcome everybody. And the first one is already in the house. Mr. Frenchy Leonidas is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Mr. Frenchy. Always a pleasure having you aboard. Mr. Sebastian, knock the door. Sebastian, again, thanks to be with our Hockey Nation Show. Oh, don't forget, we have Frenchy quiz at the end. 5 questions tonight. It's all about the Montreal Canadiens. So if you just study your Montreal Canadiens history, there may be some problem tonight, but of course you can Google, get those answers. That's what you're looking for. The first moderator of the house, of course, is always there. We turn the switch on. He's already before I turn on the show. So Luciano Graziano is in the house. Mr. Nartap is in the house. The legend of the Frenchy quiz, the great co-host of many shows of the Hockey Nation in the Habs Nation. Mr. Nartap is in the house tonight. Look to have some kind of conversation between all of you guys. Great to hear that. Mr. Roy, good morning, Mr. Roy, on the great Sunday morning in September 24. And if you live like me in Thailand, Roy is my neighbor, but a little bit far. It's about 2 hours from Bangkok. Roy, glad to have you aboard. Hopefully doing well. You You have an amazing, great weekend. So far, we are Sunday already here. So that's what we are at that moment. Mr. RJ Calabro knocked the door, turned on the switch directly from New Jersey. RJ Calabro. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. But again, a lot of people talk about everything like that. Thanks so much, Luciano, for our merchandise link you put on the website. Mr. Dan, Dan is in the house tonight. Dan, didn't see you for the last couple of days. You and Colette, I'm pretty sure you're walking, Dan. But always a pleasure to have Dan and Colette from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Welcome back. Mr. Sporty is in the house at 7,000 subs. I don't know if I'm still there. I think I started the show earlier at 6,996. We are 4. I never thought we were going to get the 7,000 before the season starts, but this week, guys, we're increasing about 40 subscribers, 50 subscribers. Yesterday, we got about 10,000 viewers on my videos. This is maybe one of the best days of the Hockey Nation since the beginning of this channel 4 years ago. This is not about because of me, because each one of you make this possible. We are really grateful and thankful for you guys doing this for us. Randy Walkman from Alberta is in the house. Been so long. Sport LS. How you doing, my friend? Hopefully doing well. Glad to have you aboard. Hopefully you're not going to be a stranger anymore. You're going to return. We are live every night, guys, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So turn on this. We'll be here. The Bunny House, back in the house. I got you comments a little bit earlier in the channel. I appreciate that. The Bunny House is back. Thanks, Jacky, the man. We're going to talk about Jacky. Jacky have a great day today. Did very well for the Montreal Canadiens. We're going to talk about him the next couple of minutes for sure. You are at 7. Look like we are 7,000. Congratulations, everybody, because each one of you, like I said, Mr. Sharks is in the house directly from Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, the game number 2 of the game between the Sharks, between in Australia, between the Arizona and the Kings, start, I believe, at 9 o'clock Eastern time, if I can recall it. Here we go. Confirm again, 7,000. What a great. Amazing about that one there. So we have to celebrate that 7,000. Love it. We are on fire this week. This is all we got for it right now. Blew my mind and mind blown about that one there. Well, I don't know what we have. What other things we got here? I don't know. We can celebrate like Christmas time. Why not? Why not to have Christmas time? Oh, it's starting by now. I'm sure William McClary would like to see those kind of snow in the house. We got tonight. So there we go. You got everything set up on that one over there. Where Mark G is in the house. Morgan Wallen at the ball. Vendor tonight. Never have see more. Here we go. There's a great place. A lot of cheese look like over there. Open the spot, my friend Mark. Thanks you stop by. Thank you. Enjoy the baseball game. It look like Randy is a mistake. Steve G is a clip on Denver, Colorado, Denver downtown. For Colorado Avalanche. Salut mon homme, merci beaucoup. We have Mr. Crux knock the door. Glad to have you aboard, Mr. Crux, dans la région de Montréal, if I'm right. But all I guys see, what Frank is all special. Yeah, I see Bobby R. Really a special players. Thanks so much, Dan. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for everything. Here we go. We got it again. The 7,000. Our son said that. Mr. Jake McEnroe is in the house tonight. Directement de Ottawa, Mr. Claude Richard. Il est de retour avec nous ce soir. Welcome back, Claude Richard. Yeah, okay, I'm here. Yeah, Frenchy, you're welcome to come back anytime here. I'm talking about William McClary. Knock the door. William, thanks so much to be with us tonight. And the Roadrunner back in the house. He's a day off today. I'm sure he did not work today at UPS. Welcome back, Mr. Gary Cornouillet. And we cannot have a show without the King of Gamer, back in the house tonight. Hopefully doing well, Mr. The King. Always a pleasure. Don't hesitate, guys, to give us your so my head. I have no more hair. Here we go. You look like you're going to be more sexier to be that way. I know. And but that's a subject for another time. Et voilà. Il est de retour avec nous ce soir dans l'Ange Gardien. We missed you last night, Mr. Luc. Toujours un pleasure to having notre ami Luc, the angel of this channel. Mr. Luc Lafortune is in the house. Maybe an tap tonight about that. Aguas mon ami. Here we go. About this one over there. RJ, Steve G7. Thank you so much, Steve. Wonder Reason. Thanks so much, William. Appreciate a lot. You guys, you make those channels so much better and better. GSM and knock the door. I still need to create a few first line right. We're going second line. Yeah, but they have 3 years. Yeah, they have 3 years GSM to find those kind of players. So you have no urgent or no rush to do that. We have to wait about what could happen in the future GSM. But I understand your point of view about this one. Justin Framboise dans la région de Laval. Laval. Welcome back, Justin. Merci d'être avec nous ce soir. Vous voulez doing well. Laval, great city, Laval. I always enjoy to go to Laval. Charles, il est retour avec nous ce soir. Ben oui, t'as changé ton nom, mon Charles. But Charles the Killer. Now Charles is exploration. Wow. Low exploration. Charles, welcome back. Thanks to it avec nous. Merci beaucoup d'être avec nous, mon Charles. Toujours un plaisir having you aboard. And that's it. That's all, guys. Mark D69 is de retour avec nous. Mark is back with us. Mark is the winner of the show yesterday, I believe, if I can recall it properly. Do you think New Hook will remain center or play at the wing when they will come back? But Martin St. Louis talked yesterday about the fact he's going to have 6 center, right? If you think about this right away, it's Zuski, Doc, and Devorak. And if you think a little bit longer, New Hook cannot play 4 line, right? So what happening there? You're going to move up in the top 9 at some point. It will be interesting, guys. Talk about big decision. I don't know what he's going to do, because I'm going to talk about the roster from Montreal Canadiens without Devorak. When Devorak come back, you have to push one out, and we already have 1 extra out. So will be really interesting to see that. I feel like possible New Hook could become a winger with Josh Anderson, and possible it could be Doc example. And all depend if Slafkovsky can carry on the load at the beginning of the season. I'm going to talk about this next couple of minutes, but great question about that. Mark, always a pleasure to have you aboard. What about Mr. KLS? KLS is in the house tonight. Welcome aboard. He is back in the house tonight. Hello, Coach. Introducing your show to my brother Yannick. Gary, Yannick, welcome in the house. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Always a pleasure. Yannick, you should follow your brother Gary, because Gary is a great man. Bring a lot of things about hockey and about knowledge about hockey. And hopefully, Yannick, you're going to subscribe at some point and participate and talking about hockey with us. And welcome in the family of the Hockey Nation Show. Thanks so much, KLS. Appreciate a lot. The good thing with Ski Caulfield can play at the right wing, on the left wing. Ski can play center or right wing. Yeah, you can move them if you want to. J'ai mis son nom quand j'ai décidé de commencer l'exploration des lieux abandonnés. Ben, bonne chance, mon ami, mon Charles. C'est une très, très bonne chose à faire, puis à découvrir, puis s'instruire. Donc, Charles, il fallait, à un moment donné, que tu vas nous partager tes recherches très scientifiques. Marcus, it's a great problem. I agree with you about this one there. Yeah, 42 something, 42-6, I believe. I'm not sure the right is back in the center on line 3. They are also Monahan. Yeah, and again, I believe at some point Monahan is going to be more winger. And I'm going to talk about the line the next couple of minutes. But this is a great fun to move the name of the players, right? The white template, the white scoreboard, we call it as a coach. You put the name of the tag, and you move this left and right, and then go back over there. Now go there. So see what it's fun. It's really impressive. It's fun. It's motivate and excite the enthusiast and excite the coach to do that. And we'll see what's happening about this one over there. For 4 minutes left. KLS. Here we go. 49. Need Notre Dame to beat OSU. KLS. Mark LT Manen as a first line center would add, remove some pressure off Suzuki. I don't think so. Suzuki play with pressure. I don't think so. I think Suzuki is fine. Suzuki enjoy it. Suzuki brain on the table. He's going to get his 80 points for the first time this year. If Caulfield stay healthy and they have a good winger with him, I think Manen is going to be on the first line possible as a winger with Suzuki and Caulfield. So that would be the right things to do. And I think that would be, again, Manen could be here only as a passenger. What are you talking about? But maybe it could be trade at the trade deadline if you have a good season, and then Montreal can get under first round or something like that in return. We'll see what's happening about this. No problem. Mark, you can sharing all your opinion about what you're thinking. Yes, it is. About that. Justin, according to Marc-André Godin, the main problem with Suzuki Caulfield, they were stuck in the defensive zone. They don't need two guys who can put pressure on the defense. But this is one area they need to improve for the upcoming season, right? And that's normal at the beginning of your career. You're struggling on defensive zone. This is the biggest problem for Nick Suzuki. He's great to intercept the puck. He's great to steal the puck in the defensive zone, but he loses his coverage, and Caulfield does the same thing. There's two areas where they, like Martin said, we talk about play the game the right way, that the 200 feet game, right? This is where they need to become better if they want to stay in the NHL. Well, not want to stay, but they compete with the first line versus first line. But many players, guys, young age, go through those situations. It's now to figure out how they're going to improve their defensive zone for the upcoming season. That's something they have to pay attention about that one over there. Game for any team, I'm doing for it. Anyone see any broadcast of the scrimmage game? Scrimmage game, I did not see, honestly. But the game starts, I think you have a game today or tomorrow. I think you have 3 games tomorrow. By the way, NHL Network show tomorrow 3 games, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I know that. So that's something you can look about this. Play some of the Sharks and Bragg. Do you rap? Yeah. Sharks, the national player. I would like to see the Varek play winger. Maybe try something new. We'll see. C'est la garder the right players have someone we trade out after Lekonen. I watched Caulfield and Zegras play all against Paul Bissonnette and Ren Whitney on the split, but Caulfield and Zegras have a different chemistry on the golf course. Zegras and Caulfield grow together. National team, Team USA. The split it's always been a great friendship relationship between both of them. I know many of you don't think Zegras is going to be a great hockey player. Some of you think he should not play with the Montreal Canadiens. But I still believe the guy is going to get 80 points now. I look about Zegras yesterday. Second year in NHL, Zegras. All his number analytic. Entry zone. Puck retrieval. Shooting in front of the net. Every analytic, 90% of them drop from year number 1 to year number 2. His number of points at the end are similar, but his game overall about analytics, the touch of the puck and the control the puck position, everything. Most of his number drop. What we want to talk about, coach? Year number 2. Lucas Raymond, Detroit Red Wings. If you look his season, if you look about his analytic number, 70% his number are lower compared to the year before, shooting percentage and all the stuff like this. But what happened to Lucas Raymond, coach? Year number 2. So what you want to talk? What you want to talk, coach, about that? But we have Cooley, Slafkovsky, Jekai, Aris, Kovacevic. They all, I could go with Barron, all play year number 2. This is not a red flag, this? It is. Jekai, another one. But what's the point? Point behind that, guys, is some of them are going to have a slump this year. Some of one, they're not going to play at the same level they did last year. And the most important things, guys, if you think about that, right? Slafkovsky, Cooley, Jekai, all play, most of them half of the season, 40 games. So they don't have a full year yet. I don't said I want to be negative here, but I will say to you, don't thinking everyone's going to be better this year. I don't see this. 90% players play the second year in NHL. They have a downside of the year. I don't say they're going to be bad. I just said expect possible. Some of them are not going to carry on the same way like we expect possible at the beginning. It's just a normal situation. But since we talk about this, and to go through around that is to go with consistency. Play with consistency and figure out yourself. Your job is not guaranteed because you have a good first year. They play only after the season, by the way. But we'll see what's happening about this one over there. Okay, anyone going to the offer sheet, Zigras? No, I don't think so. My only concern about this will be the aftermath. What it would be aftermath, the relationship between the Ducks and the about team about the relationship. I think they need Zigras. Zigras became a great asset for them, but we'll see about that. Willie Snyder knocked the door. GSM, the defense are to blame for getting trapped in the zone for a long period. At the time, they need to do the thing, should have shut down the circle. But it's not this anymore, GSM. It's how you go, you go zone coverage, right? So you have a formation swamp in the corner. So now you have two defensemen in the corner. Your center have to support your defenseman. And most of the time, it's not only on defensive zone, it's the back checking. If you look about Nick Zuski and Cole Caulfield, they glide, right, a lot on back checking because they stay maybe too long on the ice. The last 20 seconds of your shift after 40 seconds already, it'll be hard. So it's about time management, about your awareness, and thirdly is to be sure you do the right thing on defensive zone coverage. It's a team concept. Whatever you have a defenseman, if you don't have no support in the corner, but now you're going to be always a +1 for opponent team. So it's not about the defenseman and the Caulfield sit on the bench, you sit on the ice, wait. They're not back checking enough. They have to go deep in the zone. So they call in hockey, you cheat. You cheat the game. Example, the winger Caulfield would be more at the blue line. You're not going to go deep in the zone at the hashtag. So we want the player to go to the hash mark. Go there at the dots. You create the imagine line over there, and you look about the player how many go down. It's a system. Very difficult to explain to you right now here. But I would just disagree with you. You don't have to play. Zuski, Caulfield, all know they have to improve the defensive game for the upcoming season. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate a lot. Mark, go with the first line. Dak, Monahan, and New Hook. Second line, Slafkovsky, Zuski, Caulfield. Third line, Anderson, Devorak, Gallagher. Fourth line, RHP, Evan, Armia. That on my line. Coach, that's what will LT, that is what LT Devorak. I'm going to talk about the line the next couple of minutes, but unfortunately, Mark, I did not put Devorak on my lineup because he's not going to be there at the first game, but I have completely different lineup what you bring on that. So let's say a little bit more. Mr. Real Deal Prim is in the house for Newfoundland. Thanks so much. I think Mark want to finish it last. About that one. As is going the most overrated player in the league. About that, will be interesting. I still believe is a guy can hit 80 points for that one or that. So for more chinks for an attack, yeah, that's what I feel about this. So for chink, result will be fine, and I just need to get maybe on the result. It's not like they have a bad second year. They're not going to be great. They're bad after that. They're not going to be good after that. It's just that's the year. And that's something everybody go through most of the time. We have 5 of them, maybe 6. So, Marcos Panarin on the second line. Mark D69. Yeah, they have no issue. Ben on the second line. No. Willie, defenseman, whether elite or average offense struggle and the second year. All of them, they struggle. You get to play the second line. Another, I'm going to, we are. So, Mark, and percent of night, don't forget, Mario will be ahead. Mark, I doubt, look, they have Chuckerson to drag them to found the front bluff. I don't think so. Look, Montreal is not going to be ahead of the New York Rangers for upcoming season. But you never know. Mr. Joël Daigle est de retour avec nous ce soir. That's about Tony. Low. Evans Rosado took years the 3 to really take off, not make Jesus. Thought you're absolutely about this one with that. Thanks so much. The schedule tomorrow. Here we go. Mr. RJ is already rock and roll on the schedule to have some hockey to watch tomorrow, guys, or maybe tonight for myself. That's just really taking. That's a real deal. The Slav Cam said is last weight in the off season, but weight the same as it did last year. Then concern. It was correctly changing after that, real deal. So we have a 1% and the reporter bring that fact. He was still at 238, and then it was correctly changed by different other reporter about 1 hour later. One of them was Marc-André Philippe, Marc-André Godin, or whatever they are, mentioned he was at 230. So that was happening. Now I did not have the number in front of me. I asked Marco D'Amigo to send me the measurement. I did not hear from him, but we'll see about that. Question: if the Red Wing game Tuesday tomorrow, it should be Joseph. First of all, Joseph, welcome at the house. But I don't have any information on the online Red Wings. I would suggest you guys checking the website of the Detroit Red Wings. Usually, the preseason game for many big TV station or big team, they carry on that. So the coverage of Detroit Red Wings, I don't know, before it was Bally Sport or special streaming for them, but we definitely to get there for that. Alan said he want to play more game that he did last season. Thought about this. That's no more. Every goaltender won the net, right? So this is a great battle in turn, and Montembeault won the net too. But since we talk about this today, he's really excited about that, and he said we'll see. But being hockey player Martin Saint-Louis, he will maybe slightly go with Jake Allen. But again, this is only my thinking about this. We'll see what's happening. But they enjoy this, they love it, and we'll see. Primo talk about. You want to see what's going with Primo. Primo, the next 3 weeks could be another direction to play about that. Mr. Julien, don't forget, guys, to click on the like. Thanks so much. Do you know what time tomorrow the game Red is at 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock, yes, on the LDS, 1 o'clock p.m. Great question about that. We appreciate that. Has anyone see Stu Pidasso on the YouTube lately? No, I did not see anymore. Stu Pidasso, Wally. Preseason game, the ticket cheaper, the initial charge the same price. What is depends, KLS, on different team. But we said to you, and Montreal does not have those kind of the effect. They have the red and team versus the white team. I don't think so. For that, this is a fun culture with having fun mixing game name. Yeah, absolutely right about this. I agree with you about most of the defensemen so good until 25 years old. Coach, why is people so high on your hook? Uh, he brings a dimension what Montreal does not have. When you talk about, but he brings speed. He create. He's really for me. Is really a driver of the line. When you have a speed like New Hook, you can carry on the puck, position the puck. More you have the touch puck, better you are. And New Hook that bring that kind of the utility for Montreal. Plus, he can play on special team. So this is another asset. I don't say it's Mitch Marner, but Mitch Marner, since he play on the PK, but he improved the PK for Toronto Maple Leafs because he gave opportunity on the PK. So New Hope put this all together. One area I need to improve is play center is the face-off percentage. But again, I see more him at the beginning of the more like a second line, third line for me. And then from that part would be we'll see what is going to turn around after that. But a 50 point would be amazing for New Hook. A 40 point I would be very happy. If he can create 20 goals and 25 assists, it would be a great year for him. Get confidence. You know how it is, Martin St. Louis. But he bring an area when Montreal does not have that kind of speed, and we know how fast it is. Now his adaptation, his chemistry, he have a great chemistry since the beginning of the main camp with Anderson. They really complete all together. So it will be interesting about that. Jerry Willett is in the house tonight. Yeah, possibly it will happen. It's still the most constant defender I never see. Never. Lindstrom. I was scaring. You talk about Gustav Lindstrom, but you talk about Niklas Lidstrom. About that. Oh, Luke is in the house. Luke from British Columbia. Long time no see you, my friend. Paul Cafe. That's beautiful skater. And the Bruins fan Canada about this KLS, what they want imagine. RJ, Julien, you're welcome, Julien, pleasure. Shane doing better que Slafkovsky at this point? I don't think so. They have the wrong pace right now. It's very difficult to judge both of them. 39 game versus what, 8? I would be honest with you, not really. We have to see more game from them now. It'll be interesting now because Logan Cooley now part of the game now. We're going to play with Arizona. Coyotes. What a goal he did! I don't know if you see the goal. Let's see the goal of Logan Cooley, guys. Again, the Los Kings yesterday. Look the move. Speedorama turn his skate down and then on the look like the goal again. Bobby Orr. Long time ago about that one there. Let's see a little bit more again. And the Speedorama. Now, look, it's called back over there. I just love it, that one over there. And that's the goal of Logan Cooley, guys, yesterday. What a great goal about that. Now, people say, wow, he did that in NCAA last year, guys, many times. Cooley is explosive. Cooley is great watching. He bring you on your top of your seat all night long. And Cooley is a really good hockey player. We know he was drafted by Arizona Coyotes after third overall after Nemec and Slafkovsky was select first and second. So we project Cooley have a great year with the Arizona Coyotes. And I know some people are going to compare Montreal with Slafkovsky, Coley, Nemec, Juraj, Gauthier. And then many people are going to compare Mezar versus Coolidge right now, and it is what it is. Yeah, no sense in hockey about the project to draft players. It is what it is at the end of the day. Look at this, settle something down already. So we said, Coach mentioned RHP like a driver. New York is a similar. Do you think combined average New York to be suspected like? Well, it's a cool players. I always said, guys. I always said to you guys, RHP can play with anyone. That's the point about that one there. So could be a match with New York, but I'm not sure it will be the right thing for him. Shane is back in junior. I don't think so. Look, is not going to return in junior OHL this year. Look, about Shane Wright is going to play with the Kraken if he make the team. If not, he's going to play in American Hockey League. So that will be two things about him. New York is a third line 10. I would think so. I think so. No. About this New York third line center or first line winger. Crusader 2-1 in the retour avec nous. Welcome back. An amazing, great night, morning, whatever you want to call it. Tonight, St. Louis Blues 0, Arizona Coyotes 3 at the end of the second period. About that one there. Logan Coley is amazing. It may be doing better. Shane is Slaf possible about that. There you go. That's a nice goal, William. I agree with you. François Pitt. Welcome, François. François can come here during the weekend. François, always a pleasure having you aboard. It could become that kind of player, Clinton Keller. The hook first line, Mark Rate in Montreal. Denis Savard. Yeah, Denis Savard. Raymond Bourque often get forgotten as all-time great defenseman. Is one of them. I would consider Jeremy Bourque a top 10 for sure. Damn, he just hurt about that one. Book second best offense after Paul Coffey. Joel Daigle. Coffey was the best. Jake McEnway. Everybody back in 2022 draft knew the guy with the most natural talent was Logan Coley over Shane Wright. But Sarkozy had the size. It was just to see if he can handle the physicality of the game. It's just like about Coley. He's a more flashy player. He's under Trevor Zegras if you think about his think. Joel Daigle, 48 goal in the top, or Robinson Bourque. Would you put two drivers on the side? The coach is my question. It's all depends how you complete the third one. If the both of them can understand the chemistry together, I have no problem with that part over there. To be sure, one of them is going to be in front of the net and vice versa. I will have no problem with that part. For sure. Now, if I have to be RHP, you need to be sure you have someone can pass the puck more, have a better vision for that. But great point about this. But was great also. Yep. Nobody in the pipeline has the same skill as I see in the following draft. Yeah, so you can see it's not a bad player as either. Would you trade Book over Coffey? Personally, I will do it. I think overall, Ray Book was a better 200 feet players, on my opinion, compared to Paul Coffey. Let's say a power forward. I will still remember, but when it on the Lafleur sent him flying about that one. Coach, did you see the Jet new alternate jersey? Very similar to the Ab one. Yeah, you talk about the blue one. I saw him very quickly. Book was more a balanced, complete defenseman. Coffey was GSM, and on top the powder blue curse for the Jets. Here we go. But when what Book, Luc Lafortune, here we go like that. So we go through everybody in the chat, guys. I did it. Let's talk about what we got today, guys. First of all, guys, I don't know if you know, but we are 17 days. Who remember John Leclerc with the Montreal Canadiens? Another bad trade for the Montreal Canadiens. But this is a subject for another time. 17 days, guys, is going to start tonight. We're going to get a little bit the resume of what's happening today. The highlights of day number 3 of the Montreal Canadiens camp. Will be my first subject. And then I did a video today, at Main Camp, day 4 clips. What you talk about, coach. But what I did, guys, I did I had every night after the day, I collect a lot of different clips of the on the social media, and I make a special video about 3 minutes, and you can see what happening. So this great reference to see only the goal or the great play of the day, everything like that. So I have a couple of things you can look about this, and then I make another video earlier, the resume of day 3 before that, and that's when we talk about this tonight. What happening for this. So that's what we got here, guys. On that one, no something. Red Ludwig, besides formally ici, rematch with Ren Reeves. Luciano talk about this. And RJ said something before the season start. Yep, don't forget to click on the link. That'd be awesome. Thanks so much to be a part of the show tonight on the special edition of Saturday night of the Habs Nation. Every night, not every night, but a Sunday night and the Wednesday night. It's all about Montreal Canadiens. Take a note this week. We don't have a locker room report. Wednesday night is going to bring on the Thursday night this week because Montreal play Wednesday night the exhibition game. So take a note about that change. We're going to mention this anyway as on the week. Let's talk about, guys, the Montreal Canadiens use same line that we're talking about. But Montreal keep the duo together. Talking about Gallagher, RHP with Owen Beck. Eneman, Zuski, Caulfield. You got Joshua Roy with Kirby Doc and Sean Monahan. Jake Evans play with Joel Armia, and Newhook play with Slafkovsky and Anderson. So this was the Martin St-Louis did not change during the first 3 days of the camp. He always put a prospect. I always said call is a prospect play with the duo I'm talking about, and then the rest of the other line guys, most of them are junior or American Hockey League players. They play on the third line for each group. So nobody got cut yet. Martin St-Louis got a question about this question. He got a question about this when happening. He did not say anything. He smiled about this. Usually, you return your players Sunday night after the game of the scrimmage. Why? Because they know they are, at some point you have to send. Some of them have to be returning for play junior. And the players have no contract. Usually they are out of the line, out of the camp. So may be shocked they don't cut players until Monday, like Sunday night on Monday, and they move on after that with 3 groups for the rest of the week. And remember, they have the rule in NHL preseason is a minimum 8 veteran players. And they know they're going to not play back-to-back game for the veteran players. Talking veteran players are considered like a play minimum 25 game in NHL that can go all the way like that. So expect that. And that will be one thing about this. Mr. Kev is in the house. Thanks a lot to be with us tonight. Always a pleasure to have Mr. Kev inside the house. What about John Durgeon? And other Leclerc trade, Roy trade, and Childers trade. And I mentioned Drouin trade. John, I believe this is the first time. I could be wrong. When you have a last name like Durgeon, my thanks at Pierre Turgeon. Who remember Pierre Turgeon? What a great hockey player. Draft, I think it was draft by the Buffalo Sabres, and then trade to Islanders, or vice versa. Turgeon have an amazing, great career, and he finished with Colorado Avalanche. But John, you're absolutely right about this. I agree with you. Welcome in the house. And if it's the first time, welcome to the family. If it's not, welcome back. Always a pleasure. Don't forget, we are live 9 o'clock p.m. every night talking about the Montreal Canadiens. Dan, thanks so much. Willie, great to see you. To you, Jets, Todd, Jose, and at top. I agree, John. You can add Scott Gomez. Yeah, that's one there too. Here we go. John, welcome back. Down for straight. We can go all night with that. My cousin, here we go, John, cousin, Pierre Turgeon. About that. One guys, I'm not sure about something, it's bothering me. So if his cousin Pierre, Sylvain is one over there. What the heck is that? Rick Bengal is in the house. Buffalo Sabres, first overall pick. I was right. Listening to you around the campfire and awesome to hear that, Mr. Rick Bengal. Enjoy. I hear that. They'll learn so much after that about this. Let's move on, guys. We're going to move on. Try to finish a little bit earlier, guys, tonight about this. At Main Camp, good day, day number 4, guys. Maybe you don't know what happening, so I'm going to share with you a little bit what happening, guys. Mike Madison, guy, is on the fire, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens. What a great camp he has so far. He is really the best defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens since the beginning of the main camp. Mike Madison, I expect a lot from him. And you can see now, guys, the clips of what happening on the day number 3. I will let you go about this, talking about Sven Plers. And then following, guys, by what a goal, guys, by Jesse Allen. Well, check the move right there. This for me, a guy, another player guy who cannot let go. I believe just now. Slafkovsky on the breakaway a shootout. Look, the book move. This was the best ever. The best thing about Slafkovsky today. His move on the shootout. He did one. Jacky scored a goal for the Montreal Canadiens today. From the blue line, not one timer, but a slap shot to the point. He put his 240 pounds on the puck. On this one, guy, look the great pass of Logan Mailloux. Talk about defensemen need to be sure the first pass is on the tape to tape as the coaching, and that turn result a goal. Look, Simoneau control the puck right there, drive the puck to Suzuki, great opportunity for Suzuki to get to capitalize. He did not, but again, Simoneau, he did that today on this one. Now, Mailloux again. Now, Mailloux, guys, he shoot the puck all the time. He does not care, but he shoot the puck again. Now, on the 2-1 game, I'm going to talk about this a little bit later. Slafkovsky, a very bad play on that one. And then Madison, I look how he's flying today. The guy just crossed in front of the camera. What the heck is going on with this guy? And then on this play, guys, Jacky one more time, guys. Another goal on this one. And then finally, Mézard have a really good day for the Montreal Canadiens. Another great pass is Joel Armia. Again, the puck bounce over his stick. But again, great opportunity for that. That's happening, guys, today on the day number 4. And I create those videos, guys, every day. Expect that more and more for the upcoming season. I apologize, the quality video yet it's not always perfect, but hopefully you enjoy it, and you can see this on the channel Hockey Nation. And we deliver, guy, everything we can. Great day, guys. Mike Madison, Logan Mailloux, and Philippe Mézard and Albert Jacky. I just talking about them on the video, and there was a clip about each one of them. Fun to watching those. We talk about most of them are drafted by the Montreal Canadiens, one drafted by younger at 22 years old. And see, Philippe Mézard was did his best day of the camp yesterday. About that. So that's why I came in here. But I'm not done, guys, because Mark opened the door, guys. And I want to talk about player guys did not hear a lot the first 3 days during the camp. Nobody really know or we mentioned their name. But they have a really good camp. It's William Trudeau. I don't think so. William Trudeau is going to push Montreal Canadiens to remove one of the players on play with the Montreal Canadiens. But expect William Trudeau somehow, somewhere, is going to play with the Montreal during the season. He's going to get a call up from the Laval Rocket. Since the beginning of the rookie camp, during the main camp, he stayed the same William Trudeau we know since he played with Laval Rocket during the second half. Consistency every time. He keep this simple, and he play very well right now with the Montreal Canadiens. Same thing with David Rebacker. We don't hear a lot about Rebacker. It's not flashy on the ice, but he does great things as an elite 18 years old on the ice right now. Martin Saint-Louis love the way he play, and he have a really good camp for the main camp. Now, Simoneau, guys, just sad. I feel bad. I feel sad because this kid was a 5'10", 5'9", 5'11". He will be in the NHL. Not many 5'7" can play in NHL. And Montreal Canadiens don't have a lot of spot. But as Simoneau, what he bring on the ice, it's better at RHP. In my opinion, it's better. And he's not afraid to go in front of the net. This is a player they have to figure out with him. I can't wait watching him and with Laval Rocket, his experience, everything like that. But you have to love Simoneau. This is the blue-collar guy. It's just sad he's 5'7". But he played like 6'4". So we'll see. But you have a good camp so far. Finally, guys, Joshua Roy. Really great praise by Sean Manon today about Joshua Roy. You expect him to play in NHL Roy. It was really nice to hear from Sean Manon talking about Joshua Roy beside play right now with Kirby Doc. And he really impressed by the way Joshua Roy play right now with him on this line. So great to hear that for the veteran Sean Manon. Sean Manon felt healthy, felt good. He's ready to rock and roll the upcoming season. Unfortunately for him, the last 3 seasons, Sean Manon did not try to deliver it, but he cannot because injuries. Can he become now more free injury for the upcoming season? And we're going to follow up this for sure. But again, this is the player I just want to share it with you. What happening day number 4. There are other things happening, but not much. This is the stood out of the day, and plus the highlights of the day. Martin Sully talk about Mikael Dorigny at some point. He's another player, 5'9", came for loan last year, come now. Will be interesting. He's going to play with Laval Rocket. Simoneau is 5'6", not 5'7". Here we go. Nobody else. I think Jaka will have at least 10 goals. So it was a pretty boy. Luke Laverson. All good body did in our tap. And sorry, an explosive shot. Good memories, Mark. So we have 26 goals with the Habs. About that. So that's happening about this, guys. And we'll let you go talking about the sorry. But let's move on for my next subject for you guys. Habs Main Camp, guys, Slafkovsky. And we have to be patient with Juraj Slafkovsky. And I want to give you what Martin Sully talk about about Juraj Slafkovsky. So go to take about 1 minute maybe and watch and listen. Pay attention what Martin Sully said about Juraj Slafkovsky. Very interesting. And then I'm going to show to you a clip why he needs to become better. But let's listening Martin Sully talking about Juraj Slafkovsky today after the scrimmage. Here we go.
I mean, I think like any young players like that, you know, to me it's where they go on the ice, you know, and it's not so much where the puck is, it's where it's going to be, you know. So just, and again, he hasn't played in 7-8 months, you know, so he's got to get that timing of what you know, when to attack between checks and what the pace and why. But to me, because if he goes in the right places, you're going to get more touches. So for me, I want Slav to get more touches on the ice, you know, touch the puck more. And you can't do that if you're worrying about where the puck is. You got to worry about where could it be, you know. And if you do that, you're going to get more touches, and it's a big domino effect. The more touches you get on the ice, the more confident you'll be. The more confident you'll be, probably going to produce more, you know. So you got to find a way to get some touches, and it's where you're going on the ice, and we're working on it. Well, I don't think it's, you know, to give him confidence, I can't buy confidence and give it to him, you know. Like, so for me, for him to have more confidence on the ice, it's about where he goes on the ice to get more touches. More touches will give him more confidence.
You have to love Martin Sully. This is great. This is what it's all about, Martin Sully. The chair, right? Play the game the right way, right? Play the game and the game. And you talk about Slafkovsky, guys. Talk about the touches. It's not when you have a puck, it's where the puck is going to go. It's going to be, right? More touches you get, more confidence you get. You cannot buy confidence. But When a player get the touches, he get more confidence. More you confidence, better play you're going to do. And this is what Martin St-Louis he talk about Juraj Slafkovsky today. Well done, well said by Martin St-Louis. And again, the word is patient about Slafkovsky. And don't try to compare him with Logan Coley now. Don't try to compare him with any other players. I look what he did. Is the boss. Guys, he's 19 years old. He did not play since January. And everybody expect him to score goal yesterday. He need to come back in the game and play a couple of games before he reach his shape and be ready to play the season. So this is I want to share with you a bit about this. Now, I'm not done with Slafkovsky, guys, because now we talk about, a couple of flower and the praise and everything like that looking good. But when you talk about decision in hockey, right, I'm going to show to you guys a clip of Juraj Slafkovsky today, and I cut it, and we saw this a little bit earlier. But let's see play. So they have right now a 2 versus 1. It's really a slow motion right there, right? I know it's not hard, difficult. Now, Slafkovsky guy is on the board. It's coming down right here. Right? Now he's at the top circle. At the top circle, guys, you cannot start thinking what I'm going to do. You have to take your own decision. He knows right now 2-1. One is the 2-1, guys. You have 2 things you have to do. Always looking the defenseman opponent in front of you. What is his skate and what is the stick? Right? You know right now he can control the puck. Now you have the winger on the other side coming down. He make 1-2 strike. He hold the puck right there. Now here, he have to figure out, do I pass the puck or do I shoot the puck? That's all. He had nothing else to do. But what he's trying to do now, he will try to consist his play right there. Now there's the time to shoot the puck. But what happening? He keep the puck. Great stick by the defenseman right away there. Right? And now he tried to drag the puck inside the skate. And now he tried to go on the backhands. He had no chance right there. It's too close to the net. It's too close. That's it. Now he play. Look how he play. He has no control of the puck anymore. And he is on extend his arm completely. That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's about decision from Juraj Slafkovsky. He need to get better about that one there. And again, he start guys right here. Right here, he's coming now. He have to take decision. Do I pass the puck? Do I shoot the puck? He cannot wait right there. He's like, boom, shoot that puck. And too late about Slafkovsky, guys. But again, details of the game. So as a coach, development, you take that clips, right? You send to the players and you make some note on the clip, or you're going to meet the player the next day and say, look about this play right there. So the next time he's going to do again a 2 versus 1, he's going to take his own decision at the top circle. Yes, this was slow motion. But when you play hockey, guys, it's bang, bang, boom. So it's all come to your brain, and you have to take decision quicker, faster, better. And this is a normal process. This is how you develop your players. And that's the reason why I believe this is things to get there. Coach, no mention of Goaltender yet. Not much. Very quiet. Martin St-Louis talk about at the press conference. He said, you have a battle intern. We're going to see what's happening there. But Martin St-Louis is not, one of those kind of decisions. It's a group by the goaltender coach, Eric Raymond, and is the staff management, staff coaching for the Montreal Canadiens, but nothing else about that one over there. About this one. No harm to play in Laval. Time is key with him. So for Laval for 10 games would help him to get back in the game shape. Francois, here's the problem. We talk about this during the week. Somehow, and I need to verify again more, Arpen Bassu for the Atlantic said this week, if they call back Slafkovsky from Laval, they have some kind of salary cap problem for the upcoming year with his performance bonus. I don't know too much about this. I don't know what is the performance. I sent a couple emails left and right to figure out that. But with something interesting, we have to go for this guys to be no control of his skate also. For that, to strike too short. For the NHL player, way too long to shoot the puck. I will have to shot the puck at the goalie pad for a rebound. This is a great play, great one, King, about that one there, for sure. About that, Marc G, Pigeon, 400 FPS. Coach, I do not care what Slafkovsky does this year. I care about what he did in the last 3 seasons before the NHL plan. And simple, he never got enough touch in the top league before the NHL based on the merit. But for me, I cannot live in the past week. I have to go forward. As a coach, like Martin said, he will not looking behind. He will look about how we can improve him. Everything like that. Expectation me for Slafkovsky, guys, is 25 point, 30 point with 10 to 15 goals. TOI 13 minutes per game. Again, you already score what? 3 goals during the preseason right now, or the main camp. I play with New Hook. It's the 2I. Develop, progression. That would be the best way to do that. What player impressed you the most so far, Willie? For me, I would say to you, it's really Mike Madison for the Montreal Canadiens since the beginning of main camp. You have a couple players like New Hook, Anderson, combination, Gallagher, and RHP. Combination is another one over there. RJ. Logan Mayer have a very good game. Nicolas de Goubi-Bono is in the house. Welcome encore. No problem, Nicolas. Tout va bien, tout ira bien. Merci beaucoup. The bonus are not on the cap. Yes, it is. Look, for the upcoming season. So you have 2 kinds of bonus. Look, you have the signing bonus, what does not count, like you said, but the performance bonus count. Example, Patrice Bergeron and David Krejcik last year, they have performance bonus. So they sign a contract, $1 million, $2 million, and then they add money. And they add $2 million following that. If you look about salary cap, I don't know if I have this in front of me. Boston Bones. I don't have it in front of me right now, but what happening about, so the performance bonus is add on the salary cap of the player for the upcoming, for the players after that, for the year after that. So there's something they have to pay attention. So if you play, that's why you don't see a lot of performance bonus anymore. And anytime, it's rare. Because the team doesn't want to be stopped with that kind of bonus for the following year. They have a specific road goal with this, but that's the one I'm talking about. For that. Sake is a long-term project. No, he will kind of draft him. Yeah, absolutely right. Mr. Danny, welcome to the house. Thanks so much to be a part of the show tonight. I appreciate that. How many players do you think he will play the share from the initial draft initial? How many players do you think they will play the draft year? We don't know yet what happened with Nemec and Jiricek. For that, if you look about the first 5-6 pick of this, you have right now Wright, Cooley, and Slafkovsky. Now we don't know yet Jiricek and Nemec, and then Gauthier plays still in the NCAA. So expect about 3 to 4, maybe 5 at some point. They will definitely play some game for that one or that. What do you think are the odds of the one making the roster the season? I don't think so. I don't feel like John is going to make the NH, but he's going to be a call up for that one over there. And I want to share it with you is that why not to guide to sharing my app line first game, guys, what I'm thinking. So at the camp, guy, and I'm talking about John at the same time. So the great time to get. Don't forget, any question, guys, put the little queue, and I'm going to answer to each one of you. It's a special edition Saturday night, guys, because it's a training camp, and we use that time to sharing with you any comments. You have duo created by Martin Saint-Louis. Gallagher, RHP. Play right now with Owen Beck. Anderson, New Hook, play with Slafkovsky. You have Caulfield, Suzuki, and Eman. We don't know yet. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be great. Joel Armia is with Jake Evans, and then it depends. It could be Mezar at some point. And then you have Monahan, Doc, and Roy. So we have 5 duo. Some of duo have to be destroyed to complete the lineup. On that one, we have other players like we don't talk. Devorak, Pearson, Peseda, Ilonen. That's 4. And we are now 10 players right there. That's 14 players. So what I did, guys, I create that kind of line for the upcoming season. So I put, guys, RHP with Kirby Doc and Gallagher. Right? Don't set first line, second line, third line. Martin Sui does not work this way. Right? Then you have Slafkovsky. I would keep him with Newhook and Anderson. Then I'm going to add Nick Suzuki and bring Sean Monahan on the first line with Caulfield. All right. And then at the bottom, I have Pearson with Jake Evan and Joel Armia. This is my top 4 line for the upcoming season. Now, we don't know if Pearson's going to make it or not, if he's going to start the season on the injury. If he's not, now you have a choice between Pesada and Ilonen. So when you talk about Beck, Roy, Radikitney, or Mezar, or Anneman, I don't think each one of them are going to make it. I think all of them are going to be out of the lineup for the beginning of the season. This is, of course, you have no injury. Can you modify your line? Of course they can, but this is what I expect at the beginning of the season. If you go by duo. Why? Because he really like a Newhook Anderson and Slafkovsky is already played together. And I think Monahan, he proved it with Suzuki and Caulfield last year. And usually play again opening the best line. At the bottom, guy, Pearson, Evans, Armia, not big deal. And then you have, of course, the Doc between Gallagher and Pinard. That will be the line, second line, third line, whatever you want to call it. But this is what I expect for that line for that for upcoming year. I would like to hear from you guys. I know some of you will be like, no, we cannot do that. And that's okay. We talk about Preseason. If Slafkovsky is not giving a chance to success on the next 2 seasons, his agent would be demanding a trade for Slafkovsky. I don't think so. Why he will ask Slafkovsky to make a trade? GSM. First of all, you have to deliver, right? You have to push. You have to be sure nothing is guaranteed for him. About that one, the Habs are in the developing mode. So what is the problem? Slafkovsky doing it with the big club. Marcel has the passion, a great teacher. I'm sorry about this one over there. Yeah, I never understand why they add it to the next year, not take it from the remaining salary cap of the year. Instead, they will have to pay the guy for what they gave him to you. And the problem behind that, because, some people reach just 40 games, 60 games, 70 games, 80 games, and that would mess up everything at the end. And imagine this, like a 72 game, now they have a $2 million goal salary cap. Now they're over cap. They have to cut one players. It'll be really difficult to carry on that on the same line, on the same thing. I still take Slafkovsky today because he's the best on the Habs. I will bet fit in the Habs for that one. Then the right is injured still. Yeah, it is until November for that one. For that time, yeah, the next Asner. Yeah, I can hear you about this one as well. The only I change is Monahan, Suzuki, and Caulfield. Instead, you just, I don't know, just like look like the same players about that. Private eyes, thank you so much. Don't forget to click on the like, that'd be awesome. NHL, Roger is in the house tonight. Welcome. Say hi to your wife. Is a big for that team. Why trade Slafkovsky? I don't know what's coming around. You may wave it goodbye, Wendy. About that, welcome. And then I try to pick up here. Another words, Monahan on the left and Suzuki in the center, and Caulfield on the right. Okay, got it. It's just like, it's just Caulfield. Love to play on the left wing because he's on the side, one-timer, shot, everything like that. I will look coolly, but since we took a success, we have to be patient. I was said about this, King of Gamer. And I thought very quiet, maybe consider cheat for quiz. The other option is Caulfield left winger, Monin center, and Ski on the right. Jose Eduardo is in the house. Hopefully doing well, Jose. Speed recovery. The ad treatment of the Scudetto is all about getting a cheap 8 years contract deal. This is a huge strategy. If you play great, fine, but if you like enthusiasm, his next contract would be worse. I don't buy this, Rick. How can you develop a player? How can you put a player on your lineup thinking he's going to get 8 years contract? If this is what he's doing, the guy does not deserve to be a general manager in hockey. I don't think so. The decision you put on your roster have an effect the business you run in the next 3 years. That would be completely, for me, stupid to say, wait a minute, we're going to put, because if you think that way, they should do the same thing right now with Ray Barker. They should do the same thing with Owen Beck. Like, that would be the same way, like, for not only Slafkovsky. I don't understand why he will take a decision, said, wait a minute, we're going to put Slafkovsky in the lineup because we're going to offer him an 8-year contract at lower cost. I don't think so. For me, I don't see that at all. We have a fight. We have Brown for the Arizona Canadiens, face to number 45 for the Kings. They look like right now they're looking at each other. Here we go. It's a right for the Kings right now. Nobody. Whoa, big right uppercut from the Brown. Brown a little bit taller of the Kings players. And then there's a back and forth of both of them. And it's a Dottie, I think, a dot for the Los Angeles Kings. And we can see a lot of fight, a lot of punch left and right. And Brown will now want to stop this, but they keep constant right away. Another good uppercut. Hey, no stopping right now between everybody. And now at the end, we're going to be at that. Now, no linesman can to get there over there. And that's all. And both are exhausted. Here we go. Ghislain Chalmanen is a center and a left winger. Nick Ski is a center and right winger. Caulfield is on the it should be open the line on the open side. I did that. So that's on the outside. The kid will probably credible a great season to start. And now with the speculation look about this, it's going to get excited about a firefighting. Yeah, I said to you guys, I always said, excited there. Right? I always said that. But talented wise, that's what I'm talking about. I believe that staff has been dealt with politically and not based on the merit on like right. I don't see that way for me. Shane Wright for me. Yeah, I cannot. Everybody has different route, Rick. At the end of the day, like everybody is like every case, every players are unique about that one over there. Now, I'm interested to see if Shane Wright is going to make the Kraken, because if he does not make the Kraken, Shane Wright this year, this is not good. This is not good, Rick, if he's not part of the top 12 player for the Kraken for upcoming season. In my opinion, this is not supposed to be that way for Shane Wright. We'll see, because he has the development. He plays 68 games. He performing on the lower level. And we'll see what he's going to do about that. Hopefully, he will make the Kraken for upcoming season for his development. But we'll see. Mitch Marner is a defenseman. I wanted to miss like you. Should Manan have a letter with his team coach? I don't think so, and I will tell you why behind that, Randy. It's because he's on the transition for me. I don't see him to stay with the Montreal Canadiens a long term, and that's the reason I believe. And then to give a letter to him on his final year contract with the team, and maybe disappear at the trade deadline, or maybe going to be a UFA. I don't think so. It was the right thing. Now he act exactly if I have a little on the jersey at the end of the day? But great question, Mr. Rick. And Mr. K. Ryan Rim is in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thanks to be with our Canadian show tonight. We shall see culture. Now, let's go back Roy and Mayu. My favorite one about that one. Let's move on. This is, guys, all the information I have for the lines. Of course, we conversation about that. During that time, guys, we have some players play hockey around the world. Yes, it is. And our defenseman Adam Ekstrom dropped on the Montreal Canadiens, I believe, 92 overall pick last year, 2022. Score a goal about that and see if we have the goal, coach. You have a goal? Yes, I have the goal for you guys. Shot the blue line, guys. Check the pot and the tops at the top corner, guys. 65 or 80, 65 feet goal. Adam Ekstrom play right now in Sweden. Look at them, top corner right there in the corner, guys. Scored a goal during the game yesterday, and it was his first goal of the year for Adam Ekstrom. And one guy, guys, you have to pay attention is, I call him again, Bagan Konisiov or Konishov, right defenseman, 5'10", playing Russia. Have an amazing, great start of the season. There's a player we have to follow up as a prospect, going to deliver some contents about him the next couple of days. But he's looking great over there. Rover are already to go with the Zurich Lions. And some of them are left and right around the world. We're going to provide you information about those prospects all year long. And one Laval Walker guy are going to be play game. We're going to give you at least some information about the team, their game result, the performance, the profile, the players, everything like that. This is one we have to definitely give you more information, example for. And then other players play like if everyone back playing the OHL, we're going to give you information about OHL. We're going to bring you a lot of information about prospect for the upcoming season. So expect that for sure. The one the media often have a right to them on Slafkovsky is only been played on the third, fourth line. I don't think so. And you have to understand, guys, we are not talk against the players. We only talk about their performance. The only time you can say that, GSM, is someone said is that Slafkovsky is a boss or Slafkovsky never going to make the NHL, everything like that. But we don't hear that from the media. I don't see any guy said this is a boss for the Montreal Canadiens, Renaud Lavoie or Marc-André Godin or Arpon Passé or Stu Coven, whatever who they are. They don't talk that way. You know, they just judge the performance of the player at the end of the day. And they have to report it properly the right way. Coach, what do you think of the new rule of this year? If you are an independent boxer, if other teams score, the guy stay in the boxer. It's not a rules, Jose. It's a conversation they bring. Different league does this now, but it's not going to apply in NHL for that one of them. Long time ago, it was like this. During the 1950s, I believe, Montreal was scoring too many goals, and that's the reason they changed that rules. On the flip side, they said maybe if you score a goal at PK, the penalty should be out after that. I don't know. If you want to have more goal, my only concern about this is like if you have 5 penalty tonight, right? And possible you play 10 minutes of the game, only 5 versus 4. For one team, and then other team have 3 penalty. That's 16 minutes of the 60-minute, guys. It's all on 5 versus 4. That's only thing. I don't know. I feel for me, you should give more rewards for the team score a goal on the short and done. A 4 versus 5. And then if they score, the guy for the penalty box is out. I think it would be more logic for me. But we'll see. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. One is a Rocket Camp. It have no date. I didn't see the date yet. Usually it starts in the following year after that. The American Clinic starts in October. So I think we have one more week after after that. I think it's October 3rd or 4th, but I could be wrong about this, Rick, honestly. out of my mind. Would you give Simone a trial to see how he fared with initial competition? It take a decision if we keep him or not. But first of all, I would not keep him. You have no spot for him. But I would definitely play him game. Maybe the first game, second game for him to performing. I think game number one, game number two, guys, you put a lot of young players, Simoneau and Mezar, Reddy Kitney, Rebecca, Mayu, everything like that. Now, when you reach the game number 4, 5, 6 at the end, now you start to have more veterans. You play maybe 3 line of the veteran players. But that would be the best way to describe that one, François. Angers, tell he demande the backing division. I don't hear you want to name at the camp. Not good for him, Gary. He's very quiet, but he is not on the top line. That's the things about him. He scored a goal today on the penalty shot, but we'll see. He's the guy on the bottom line of that one fight for the spot over there. This player, people call Smurf, can crush a watermelon with it. Things about that. Back on this, Slafkovsky is a boss. Back on this, Slafkovsky is a boss. Stuff, idiot. Bye. So I don't know what he's talking about. Back on this, Slafkovsky is a boss stuff. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. Completely, I'm shocked to hear that, to read that. So I don't know for that. The rule was made for the Habs. That I love Simone François. Through Simone on the initial pool, see if he can swim in the Sharks, François. I only look at merit. Coach, no one wants to say a first overall pick is a boss. Je suis de Montréal. Il y a toujours la politique about that one over there. I never said you said is the boss, by the way, for that. Coach Pierre Sébastien, do you think the Canadian players should get they have their own nutrition, Sebastian, so I don't know what that kind of food they get during the game, but I'm sure they do the right things. Jean-Michel scored 3 goals on the power play and 40 seconds. Here we go. They has one guy, first of all, who never played in NHL. Which one? You have to go 1960. Three or four, I think 5. Michel Place, I don't know his name. Remind me. Kate Acton. Thanks so much. Rick, do you think he has any chance for Simoneau and Montreal? I don't think so right now. Not saying the future, but not this year for upcoming season. October 5th, here we go. RJ, find the date. I said the 3rd or the 4th. I was wrong there. About that one there. Phoenix, 3231. First pose. Who will have the most point at about this year? Oh, this is a great question. First of all, welcome to the family. Thanks for being with us. This is a great question. You have to look about its friend, veteran players about that team, right? Stefan, and now you have Mallet now with, I will go with Mallet, in my opinion. He came back for the KHL, have almost like 0.75 point per game. He's a veteran, 31 years old, if I can recall his name, his age. And I think it would bring that kind of, kind of point he can get. Now, I don't know what Jean-François Houle is his line. I think Joshua Roy could become a top 3 best most point for the team. And but if Mallet play on the power play, that would be the kind of player we'd expect to get the most point for the team with Joshua Roy right there at this moment. I could be wrong completely, but that's the name came on my head. One player, guys, did not carry on a lot on the main camp. I did not hear a lot of name. Is Jan Mizak. Very quiet about him right now. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Great question, my friend Phoenix. Hopefully, we're going to hear more from you. And Rabinov knocked the door. Welcome, and Rabinov. Thanks for being with our Canadian show. Should Manuel try to trade for Zegras? Would be interesting to see him with his old buddy, Cole again. I don't know. Many of you in the chat in the past told me you're not going to trade for Zegras. Zegras is not about the culture. Everything like that. They think is not. Is a player about 65 points and NHL, bring some distraction, everything like that. I don't see from him. I know him since he's 15 years old, playing national team, U16, U17, U18, play for Team USA. He's always performing. Me, I would take him tomorrow right away. I believe Zegras, if he were the Montreal Canadiens, it would be the best player for the Montreal Canadiens with Caulfield. Is a guy who's going to score 80 points, 90 points in NHL. But some people does not him on different things. But again, that's my own opinion. I would make a trade for him, for sure. For sure. Yeah, he is a Brendan Point star. He scored 23 goals the first 2 years back-to-back. That's a guy he needs to score more goals, in my opinion. But he's a guy who can score 30 goals per year and reach a 50, 60-point assist per with the right people. Chemistry with Caulfield, played together for years, many years. Yeah. But everybody have their own opinion about some players. Right, there are no spot right now for Sano. My point was to make a decision if you keep him or not in the organization. I think he's going to carry on 1 more year or 2 more years. Francois, after that, they maybe let him go and him decide what is the best for him. I think he signed a contract, 2 years, entry-level contract, but I'm not guaranteeing you about that. I want staff to be super elite. I want to pay him for it. Let's keep watching. You're absolutely right about this, about Slafkovsky. Great question, guys, about Simonac. Simonac? No, Simono, coach. Exactly. So Simono signed a 2 years contract, guys, for upcoming season, March 1st, 2023. So for the next 2 years, he's going to be on the contract. He got $80,000 per year for see if he play with Laval Rocket. François Pitt is the only way to know it. Send him and again the big boy and see how he react. Thanks so much, Danny. Yes, 7,000. Congratulations for everybody because you deserve it. 7,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. What is your defense line up of game number 1? That's a great question about this game. Let's start this way. I will be honest with you. I will go with Madison. Do I use Savard or Cooley? I'm not sure. But let's put Cooley with Madison. Then put Jacky with Savard. And then you put Harris with Kovacevic. And my 7th defenseman is Lindstrom. That would be my first 7 players right there. I will send back Laval Barron. So that would be my third line. Now you can shifting Madison with Savard and then Cooley with Jacky. That would be so good. But for me, I would put Cooley on the right defenseman to balance everything like that. Whiteman is out for injury, and Barron in Laval. So that complete the 9 defensemen for the Montreal Canadiens. Unfortunately, Trudeau or any other players is not going to be there. So it'll be maybe the best way I can describe this. About this one, don't forget that the limit. You like was Gallagher play with Dark meaning the second line? No, I said to you that's not. You had no line over there. So Martin said we play on different thing about that. So nothing about first line, second line, third line. I just go with his duo. He had to destroy one duo. Can he destroy RHP Gallagher? He could do that and keep Doc Monahan and bring RHP on that line, example. And then after that, you can bring on the third line. But the problem with that part is now you have to put Gallagher with Suzuki Caulfield. That's the problem right there. So that was the point behind that. Conrad is in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be awesome. The grass will cost too much, unfortunately, Francois Pitt. If you look about other contract in NHL, it's about $8 million. 60 points twice at $8 million will be recent, but you still have 2 years or 3 years RFA. And I think he's looking more like a brisk contract. You can maybe sign him a big contract for me at $7.5 million, 3 years contract, or $7 million 3 years. A little bit like what he did Elias Pettersson. But that year, Pettersson had a little bit more better season. Pettersson, I believe. Let's see what we got with Pettersson, Elias Pettersson. We know Robinson have a better year, but Pettersson now is 24 years old, right? When he was 22 years old, think about this, guys. The number of Pettersson are the same number like Trevor Zegras, minus 5 points. So 66 and 68, 68 and 80. And then this year, Pettersson struck 102 points, guys. Year number 3 at 24 years old. Remember, guys, year number 4 at 24 years old. He played 21 points and 28 game when he got hurt his wrist. About that. Let's see now with Jason Robinson. Robinson is right now with Robinson is 24 years old. Same thing like Pettersson. He played 51 games at 45 points. At 23, guys, he got 39 and 74. And then last year, at 24, guys, he got 109 points. He signed his contract, guys, at 7.75. And he got this last year. So this is the game. This is one he go there. You can give to Zegras a 4-year contract at 7.5. This is the number you're going to be perfect. And you'll be under Zuski and Caulfield. We just speculate right now. Nothing wrong with that part over there. Andy knocked the door. Welcome in the house. Thanks so much. Glad to see you. That will be my point about this, Francois. Hopefully they answer to you. And I will want Zuski or Caulfield, a first-round pick for Zegras. I'm not sure, but yes, because they have a lot of defensemen. I was sent Caden Cooley over there for Zegras. But if you send Zuski or Caulfield plus a first-round pick, this is too much. Because Zegras is equal Zuski and Caulfield at the end of the day. In my opinion. I will not trade both one of them with a plus first-round pick. A 1-to-1. I agree, Francois. Not the time to make a move. About that. No, this was just a speculation, guy. It was not the Montreal have to do it. I don't think Montreal is ready to that. Would take Zegras on the team. Anyone with a brain will take it as Zegras A2. Magrino, the issue with Zegras is the price. What that cost you are gonna have to give up Cooley plus a pick, for example. You're absolutely right about this, Mark. Zegras has the personality to be a Habs, Gary. Francois Simonac. Yeah. I think Zegras will cost a minimum Cooley plus on the top prospect Slafkovsky. I don't think so. I will give him a first-round pick and return. Olympic MVP in his own 6'3" and ice cold student Abbas. You're right, you will eat your words. Olympic MVP, 18 years old, 6'3", 230 pounds, ice cold student Abbas. Yeah, right. You talk about who, Kev? The guy who was drafted is Rick Backnoff in 1967. I was wrong with the year. What are your thoughts on the prospect Nico Tournier? Obviously, he's another young defenseman, but not young, but a small defenseman. Right defenseman from Montreal Canadiens. Great skater, great things, but again, will be difficult to make the NHL. And great with Laval Rocket for sure. Great skater, a great transition is good. Join the play. Good offensive oriented, can score goal, can pass the puck very well. First pass is good. but I don't think so. He's going to make with the Montreal Canadiens. I don't see this in the future. The shot has enough respect for Suzuki. I don't think shot has enough respect. For me, Suzuki is going to get his first year 80 points. Look at Lafortune. A lot of people don't see him as a first center. I still believe he could become that kind of center. The only way I would say, look, and I said this at the beginning of the show, he need to improve his defensive zone coverage. When he's don't get there, this is what he struggle right now, and increasing his face-off percentage. But still, start what 5th year now in NHL. So I think that would be the best way to do that. Would be wishful thinking. For sure. Look, I don't. This shot has enough respect. He has drafted by the Los Kings. Kings was a defenseman. Ammunition, Juraj, second pair. It's not second pair. Opinion. I was not talking about second pairing. I was just talking about Keller always score a goal for the Coyotes. I was just talking about defenseman pairing, not like second, third pair, first pair. Check out with Baron. They looking good. Mark, you're funny too. Look, if you honestly believe, and I would trade the grass for anything less Kelski or Caulfield. About that one, I would trade Caulfield for the grass. That Mark, I don't. It's rare. It's hard to find a sniper or scorer goal like Caulfield. I would not do this. With all of the, can you see anyone moving to the wing, Sobel, or even lane? I don't see that, Kev. I don't see that right now. Caulfield for Zegras, why you make such a dumb trade? I will not date that trade over there. Zegras is not that great. For me, he is a great. He's a great hockey player. For me. I would consider, in my opinion, he's going to be better at Nick Suzuki, in my opinion. But everybody have their own decision. Caulfield already have a decision. That's why for that. It's not matter. Some of them recover very well, and I don't see any problem. Do you think the Canada will lead by example, show the young players how he done Montreal and how they play well? I'm sure he will do the same. He will do that. Talking about Canada, guys, I missed that one. I want to say what Martin St-Louis talked about Gallagher today, and let's watching Martin St-Louis about Brendan Gallagher. A very short clips. Great, you talk about him.
I think he's playing really well right now. You know, his compete level is always there. You know, and I feel like he looks more efficient on the ice because he's getting a lot of touches. You know, like it's really going back to that. You know, and I'm happy for him.
Here we go. Was Martin St-Louis talking about Brendan Gallagher today after the during the press conference. So we'll be interested in what he's going to do for upcoming season if he stay L2 or not. And is not trading the grass. If they can get a better return trading him to other teams like New Jersey. It could be that way for sure, GSM. And we don't say Anaheim will trade the grass. We just said if they make a trade for the grass, if Montreal, what he can do in return. Where can I buy a pair of the app color glass? About this one, and try to pick up everything here. You guys last season 81 game, 23 goal. Caulfield for this again, 26 goal. Luciano, yeah, absolutely right. For that, I mean, have more worry. Future shoulder injury will affect his shot since Caulfield a current match only shot. And no, about that. Remember, guys, a wrist is a problem. A shoulder is not a problem. A wrist is a problem. Because that's where you make your movement about that. For that, Joe Palata back in the house to get the grass on his quality. Jan Hansen is a package deal. Hudson Harris first, a second round pick. It's an anyone less Anam say no. Could be that direction too. Joe Palata. For sure, he will because he is not an undimensional player like a Caulfield. More versatile. But again, it's a two different players. Caulfield is a scorer, right? And Zegras is more like a playmaker, right? You have a vision, can get 50, 60 points per season. That's a guy I expect 30, 35 goal. It could become a Mitch Marner. That's what I see Zegras. A prototype, a number at the point like Mitch Marner. More pass at the goal. And you have a Zegras like Marner with Matthews. That's what Zegras need. Imagine Cole Caulfield with Zegras. That's 50 goals for Caulfield and 90 point minimum for Zegras. The combination 1 and 2. That's what you need. That's what Ski can do. I still believe Ski can get those numbers, 80, 90 points, if he play permanently with Caulfield. Caulfield going to carry around 40 goals, 50 goals. Ski going to take about what? 80% of their time. I'll be the best about that for that. Isn't it that when man it can play on any line. 8 months rabbit that is healed. Anaheim is not training the best centers graph for a defenseman. About that. For that, what is the patron one? We need him. There you go. Amos J, what do you think about Harris first, second for Zegras? It's not good enough. Obviously, Mr. J. Harris is more like a third pairing defenseman, and they have a many defensemen over there too. You have to give more at Harris. Harris, I'll be honest with you, Jordan Harris could bring you a third round pick or a second round pick at the best value for Jordan Harris. I think Jordan Harris is a little bit underrated in Montreal. He's going to pay the price at some point because Montreal is going to have better players at the left defenseman. But Jordan Harris should play in NHL permanently with any team as a third pairing. Remark the Ducks don't want to pay Zegras more cut from Milbury for that next contract. You're absolutely right about this, Gary. There was a rumor get out about this one. We'll see what happening. Qualify the Blues won preseason game at St. Louis Blues. Of course, I would move. The Ducks will have too much for him, Francois. And Mr. Adam Berger is in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. And Rabinov, I will say to you, all the number you put, I almost agree with you. I will not set Slafkovsky. I see Slafkovsky guys stuck at 30 points. Now, everything could change with Slafkovsky if it's a TOI increasing. But knowing what Martin St-Louis did so far, I feel more Slafkovsky guys about 30 points for the upcoming season. So it's grass for Arisa, first one pick. What do you think? Yeah, I don't think so will happen. I think I answered that question. I think it's not good enough for Arisa. Montreal will be happy, but I don't think so. Now we'll do the same thing. Do it doubtful. And Rabinov, I go with you. Protected first. I'll pull the deal. Abolition. Yeah, this is a good point about that one there. You can protect this for sure. Thanks so much, Jose. Mark Zegras is light Dakchuk. C'est a top tier NHL, Francois. Congrats on the 7,000. Thanks so much, Adam. Very kind of you. Yeah, we did the 7,000. Unbelievable ride so far before the season starts. So we want to thank everybody. Thanks so much to subscribe. And thanks so much to sharing on social media to bring more people. How is Rebecca and Hudson doing so far? And do they lock NHL ready? Martin, we talked about Rebecca yesterday. In fact, like he does exactly like an elite player at 18 years old. He enjoy and he really praise Rebecca Sunday Main Camp. Keep this simple. He uses really good skating, grows his body, and for that moment, he's really happy. Like I said about him. Now we know he's going to returning, and the question was to him what he would like to do. He said, "Look, I'm going to do what they tell me to do at the end of the day, but I expect him to be more at the returning and the NL at the clothing for the upcoming season." Now, Lennartson is still in Boston. We're still very quiet on that one. I'll be honest with you, I did not look about what happening this weekend, and they are not started the season yet. So, nothing much about Lennartson. I don't think so. He's ready for NHL. I would love him to pass at least 1 year with the Laval Rocket. But again, time will tell us a little bit too early for Lennartson. He's still coming back now for the upcoming season. Play year number 2 with his team. Can he get the 50 point? And will be something we have to follow up. As well as a good, but he's not a good. There's no glass. Artson's not there. But as amazing skill. Monte would be free fire after winning gold for Canada. Is going to give him some swagger. Hopefully, there's a guy carrying. You have to show it now. This is the time. He's a final year contract, $1 million. Big body. He showed some improvement, developing. He was really good last season, second half. Now it's about consistency. Improve his rebound, track the puck better, square more, read the play more, and make the big save the right time. And all this with consistency, game after game. He's not guaranteed to get the starter number 1. No guarantee Jake Allen get a starter number 1. It's going to be a battle for him on the daily, and then we'll see how he's going to react after that. But great question, Mr. Kev. I like the killer Mark Zegras. Maybe get him cheaper and play all around. Great point. I really love Clayton Keller for sure. Unfortunately, he's not going to be ready to play him. I don't know what would be the cost of this one. That would be cost you a lot in return, by the way. Jerry Caulfield is key combo terrible on the 5 vs 5. Break up this duo, Jerry. It could happen in the future. You never know. I think for me, they need to have a player complete them, and they have to improve themselves on the defensive side, because now it was going to be the same thing. Whatever you put this key with any other defense, any winger, I'm thinking about this. I said, like, if you put Ski with the Cannon, I'm sure Ski will be better on the 5 vs 5 number. Maybe a Joshua Roy could helping Nick Ski at long term, but the time will tell us. But why not to trade away a Savard if he can assist for an Asian replacement level defenseman like we did with Edmondson or Chariot is when. But great point about this, Phoenix. You're absolutely right. I feel it will happening next season when he's going to be on the final year contract. It's really hard to trade a player like him when he carry on a 2 years contract at 35 years old. It's not easy to make a trade for that. So I don't think now it could be gone at the trade deadline, but I don't think it will happen. So I think it would be 1 year away to maybe to move Savard. We want things all the dislike. We got a dislike. So we love the people too. I have no problem with that part. People click on dislike. I have no problem with that. We love you. We love them too. And the Irish Canadiens scored the second goal and take the lead 2-0 this time. It's the game. I think it's the first game, by the way. I apologize for that one. Slafkovsky would be a good player for the ad and the near future. GSM. Hope for the best for him, for sure. I agree. Caulfield is key. Need to improve the 5 vs 5 ESPS. I agree with you about that one. Risk for Zegras, not really. Question: does Endenheim not think Zegras is Watson, and why would they offer such a offer? They have to be careful about that, right? They want to be sure, because every time you give a number to the players, you're never going to regress. You're going to be a higher number the following year. So the point behind that, they want to be sure if they give him $6 million, but you're never going to get back a 5. I don't think so. I think they try to maybe, and I'm working for maybe a longer contract, and then Zegras does not want to do that. But he's not the only one. They have to deal, of course, GC Tresadol too. Time will tell us at the end of the day. But for me, no doubt in my mind, this is a $7 million. Gave him a bridge contract, $7 million, 3 years, And then after that, we're going to reevaluate everything. I don't know the demands of Zegras at this moment. So we'll be follow up for sure that development and the future. For that, and then thanks so much, Danny. Dorbis, hello, coach. Can you ask this viewer why in the hell do the Ducks want to trade Zegras? No, at the other day we talked about Zegras, guy. It was a speculation. The only reason they talked that way is because he did not sign a contract yet, and the negotiation is not very good. So we just opened the door, or someone said, what would be the trade if Montreal trade for Zegras? And now that become bigger and bigger in the chat. That's the only reason. But I don't think Anaheim want to trade Zegras. At least they get something big. For me, yeah, friend team could get Zegras is the Columbus Blue Jacket, the Buffalo Sabres, the Dallas Star, the New Jersey Devils, and I'm going to laugh at you're going to laugh at me, but the Carolina Hurricanes. Why them? And the Chicago Blackhawks. Why? Because they are the best team with the best prospect they have in the NHL. So they have stock to give to them if they want to trade Zegras. I don't say it, and I don't hear anything about Zegras to be traded, but I do. They can get something good in return. We did not hit that for a while. Thanks so much, you guys, everybody. What's the record for the most likes so far in our tap? Zegras has same potential as Jack Hughes on Claire Wire, and M is downballing him for likes. Yeah, the negotiation very hard over there. Is the true not to be worried. But that I'll try to pick up everything in the chat if you have anything. For those likes. Coach, do you think Stamkos stay in Tampa? This is a great subject about this. It's a really deep conversation where, he accepts less money. He's the only player never have a contract before the final of his contract. This is the second time happening to him. You have a lot of things against him. And Julien Brisebois, guys, is only GM to win game. He don't have no relationship like Marc Bergevin with the players. Marc Bergevin, it was a player teammate, GM. I gave him $6 million, gave him $5 million, gave him that way. Brisebois is ready to find a Marc Bergevin. He want to win, and he want to see the future to have better team all the time on the ice. But what's the point with Stamkos? Look what he did, guys. Brisebois. They win the Stanley Cup. Seren McDonough, bye-bye. We cannot keep you. Audrey Palat, bye-bye. We cannot keep you. Alex Killorn this year, bye-bye. We cannot keep you. Keep you. Colton, Perry, Belmar, Maroon, Yannick Gord, and I can go all the way like that. Brisebois, it's about winning. For him, that's what he's thinking. Right now, he's thinking about Stamkos. Can he repeat again at the same age? I believe Stamkos is at 33 years old. I could be wrong here, and I'm going to verify this to be sure I give you the right age. But I believe he's at 33 years old. He's just offered contract, guys, and many of them 6 years, 8 years, and many of them. Stamkos is 33 years old. So when he's going to be ready to negotiate next year, he's 34 years old. He's not going to be upgraded. His season is going to be on the downside. He's right now at 8.5. He produced like 198 points, I believe, on his 172 games, something like that. He can score, he can produce, he's a captain, he did a lot for the team. We know that. But Brisebois is not go with heart, with sentimental. He go with winning. There'll be a tough negotiation at the end. All depends on Stamkos. Stamkos refused more money, left and right to stay in Florida. He loved the Lightning. At some point, he wanted to play until 40 years old. But you cannot give him a 5 years, 6 years contract right now at $9 million. Now he can get a 2 years contract, a 3 years contract everywhere at $8 million maybe. That'll be really difficult to see that. It'll be, now the good thing about that for me, Julien Brisebois said, Steven, we're going to wait right now, right? We're going to see at the trade deadline what it look like, and next season we go from there. And if it's the case, now if they can get him and they can get something in return if they don't make the playoff, whatever it could happen. But I would not send him Stamkos more at 3 years contract and not more at $7 million. Too much money and too much risk behind that. When you see the Habs making the playoff, now if you think that way, look, I think is it playoff 2024, 2025, 2025, 2026. Yeah, look, 2025, 2026. We want the grass, Frenchy, about that one. Sarah Black Shot don't want young guys doing that. Lane Hudson leaving college. Unlikely if you believe they will send him to Laval. You need to be careful with this player, sir. No. GSM, no. I think you're wrong about this. He would not stay in Laval. He would not stay. Guys, any player who said, oh, I don't want to go there. And if I don't go to play Montreal, I prefer to play college. Everybody have to go through the first year at school before you go second year, right? Same thing with Hudson. I'm sure he wants to play in NHL soon he can. So I don't think so. His base decision is going to be based, like he cannot said, calm, hey, I can use, if you send me a Laval, I'm not going to play Laval. I'm not going to play next year. I'm going to return in Boston. It's not Lane Hudson is going to tell to Montreal Canadiens what they're going to do with him. That's the way you talk right now with GSM. It's not the thing I would be happy that way. For that one. Question, can Tanner Pearson be a good complement for Ziki Caulfield? Not a long term. And I don't think, guys, he didn't play a lot of game. He need to go back on the basic of the game, pick up that. It's a bottom six for me. I don't think so. He's a complement. Secondly, is a left winger, and we know Caulfield preferred play left winger. So I said to you at this moment, just like, no. Don't leave you. We are working on the 100 likes. But right now it's getting late. Nice of skull by Sukovan, Dr. Melon retirement. More chance to the ad. It's called department. Yep, so right, Roy. Mulder, we talked about him yesterday. Mutler retired after 60 years as a doctor. Julien Trudel, new subscriber. Here we go, guys. Joe Manella, Armia Primo Harris Evans Islanen, a first round pick for the grass. I'm dreaming. Yes, you're dreaming a lot right there for sure. Thanks so much for everybody here. Speculation is the new word that use cannot hold his army as prospect and pick forward. The hammer will drop soon, but the Duck will one lineup players. You're absolutely right about Gav, and you're absolutely right about the fact at some point Kenya is going to send players like prospect you talk about the next couple of months, a year to come. That would be the right direction about that. Very kind of you. Thanks so much, Luciano. You're welcome for that, Dory. I see Grass and Minnesota all settled. The problem with that king is Minnesota have not much to give in return, and the subtle Kraken, I don't see that. And secondly, I will not see why, and I'm going to trade a player inside the same division. That will be a hammer for their head. For that, your son to like it is three-way trade. This is a great one. I agree with you, GSM. I think the winner single is interrogate was well paid. Single is integrate and great was well. But the point behind that is he was he was looking for more money at some point. That's the reason we talk about Stamkos got less money for that. So that's happened to him. And then under for Stamkos, not really. You talk about a player like 27 years old versus 33, 34 years old. I think it would be a really bad trade for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Tampa Bay is not going to make a playoff. About that. Boston, Tampa, Toronto. There you go. About that. Gary Roberts saved Stamkos' career with his training. I believe he can still play at the elite level. Real. Guess not, but will he going somewhere? Bergevin's biggest fault was playing for it with players. Could be, could still play. Gab about him for that one. Stamkos was born too early. Luc Lafortune for that one. For this. And keep on coming. Like, Coach, appreciate you. Thanks so much for all the light we got so far. 2020. Hudson is only a prospect. He has no contract with the Montreal Canadiens. You cannot tell him what to do. Now, I never said to you, wait, GSM, no. Don't say things I never said to you. You said to me, Lane Hudson will not go to Montreal if he's going to be in Laval. Is it that's what you said? I think it is. If not, he would stay in Boston. What I said to you is, Hudson cannot tell to Montreal what to do because you just said you have no contract. Does it make sense? So I just respond the way you respond. You talk to me. You said Hughes cannot tell him what to do. He has no contract. But Hudson cannot ask Montreal what to do. He has no contract too. At some point, he will have a contract. When he's going to have a contract, it's not Lane Hudson going to tell them what to do. Lane Hudson has no leverage to tell anyone in NHL what to do. He on the entry-level contract. He's going to get 2 or 3 years on the entry-level contract with any team in NHL. So he had nothing to tell them what to do, or if you don't give me that kind of money, he's stuck at $950,000 per year. He's a second-round pick late, so he's going to be maybe get $925 at the end. But he's not going to tell them what to do. So Ken Hughes said he's going to be at the training camp, at the rookie camp, at the main camp, and then he's going to see what his performance bring him. Then after that, he will go to Laval. But he cannot tell to Ken Hughes, hey, if you don't keep me in Montreal, I'm not going to Laval. I'm not going to Laval. It's not the way it works, GSM. So I just respond the way you talk to me. You have no contract. I say, yes, you're absolutely right. You have no contract. For sure. I'm not Shrum Frenchy. Thanks so much for next like. For that, Sebastian, your 15 years old will help if we get time out the free pass at NET. 80 on that one. For this, 20 more. We passed the 2 hours, guys. We have to take out on the Frenchy quiz right now. I was supposed to be here only 90 minutes on that. On the great. Look, thanks so much. We're just going to stay for quiz. Sorry, guys. No problem, Randy. Next time, my friend. Over that one. Good night, Randy. And that's what we got, guys, so far in NHL. Montreal. Hopefully you enjoyed the show so far. Hudson can simple decide he won't sign. Like I said, Hughes need to be careful with his players. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. He can say, I'm not signed for sure. Right? But then after that, what he does, he's going to become a UFA. And to do that, he has 4 years before he do that. That makes sense? So he has 4 years, and then you have to decide this after the July or June 15, if Montreal offer him a contract or not. And then after that, he can offering his service like Jimmy VC did, or any other player. I think Jimmy McBain from the Arizona Canadiens, he was the Minnesota Wild. They trade him, and then after that, so Ken Hughes could said, right, we're going to trade Lane Hudson to other team too at the same time. It makes sense. So it's just like, but I don't think so. My point behind that GSM is to say why Lennartson it will refuse to report Montreal. Why he will refuse to not go to Laval Rocket. That's my point behind that. But I don't know. Coach, I'm not going to up tonight. I want to work on the likes. No problem. We're going to get there about that. Nicolas, bien le quiz. We're going to get this right now, my friend. On that one. Let me check this. On the Frenchy quiz. Let's go Frenchy quiz at the end of the night, guys. Hopefully an amazing, great night. Hopefully you enjoy the show. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night with Enarta and Marco. I think they are being good to be there for the weekly recap for the Montreal Canadiens. And I can wait to see that. The time, guys, I'm going to go for the Frenchy quiz. I'm going to take a break for 30 seconds. And I'm going to show to you what's happening today. It's a short video. Enjoy this for about a few minutes, 1 minute, guys. I'll be back, and then we're going to do a Frenchy quiz. Don't go nowhere. Here we go. We are back for the Frenchy quiz. I will remove the counter right there. Frenchy quiz, guys. The leaderboard is NR at 20. The winner last time, guys, is Mark D699, first of the season for Mark. Congratulations. 5 questions we have tonight. And all the questions tonight is about the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, you can Google this if you want to win the contest without cheating. I don't know if you want to call this way. It's not matter for me. It's not about winning. It's about participate and try to know a little bit more about the stat and information history about the hockey. That's what we try to accomplish on this show. And we're going to enjoy this night. 5 questions tonight. Who's going to win tonight? Good luck, everyone. First question of the night, guys. Which Habs goalie have the best GAA goal against average from the list below? Only the list below. Yes. Andrew Racicot is there. Racicot is there. Montembeault, Jablonski, who remember Pat Jablonski, Steve Penny, and Doug Sudart. Which one of them have the best goal against average? Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Question number 1 of the 5 tonight. Can Luke come back strong tonight? Reldil go with B. Wow, 100 likes tonight. And Nicola go with A. Wow, first 100 of the year, season number 4, guys. I'm going to celebrate this after that. Here we go. We have Habs Nation with E, GSM with D. Thanks so much. GSM, we have RJ with C, Roy with D, Steve Penny, Luca Frasingo with E, Joe Manella go with E. Easy quiz. Look at Fortune. Frenchy go with D. Woody go with B. Gary go with E. Time is up. About this one over there. Mark go with D. Crack go with E. Welcome back, Cracks. We'll wait if anybody else pop up here on this one. Maurice Robert, can I get red lines at radiography to go with D? Maurice, welcome back and out. Jose go with E. Danny with E, Sebastian with E, and Arthur with E, Andy Kowila with C. Here we go, guys. King go with E. Red line Resico. Here we go, guys. Easy question tonight, guys. Oh my God! Of course, we have everything easy tonight. Here we go. Answer is E for eggs. Luc Lafortune get the first one. Abination. We have Joe Manella, Gary Conway, M699, Crux, Jose, and our tap, Sebastian, Danny T, King of Gamer. Rain, go with D, with B about that one over there. And I'm E coach, Mark D, get it, that one over there, guys. But before that, guys, we have to celebrate 100 likes. 100 likes, thank you. 100 likes, super chat, not super chat, 100 likes, all created by the generosity of Danny T to push everybody, guys. Thanks so much, moderator of the show tonight. We love to have those. Plus, guys, we got the 7,000 guys subscriber tonight. Thanks so much. Night of celebration for sure. We appreciate that. Question number 2. Which Habs goalie had the most shootout? From the list below. Worsley, Larocque, Cude, Vizina, or UE? Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Question number 2. Coach is tannant de passer. Nicolas, Saturday night, Nicolas, tu peux rester un peu plus longtemps. I think no. All done, Danny. Okay, awesome. KLS, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for Coach Pierre. Thanks so much, Sebastian. Nicolas, 7K, yep. 2001 go with A. Thanks so much. With Gum Worsley. RJ go with D. Vizina. We'll see what happening here, guys. GSM go with A. Willie Snyder go with C. Luc Lafortune go with D. Real Deal go with D. Nicolas go with E. Roy go with A. Frankie with D. Enata with B. Jose with D. Jake with B. Maurice with B. Sebastian with B. Jose Duarte go with B. A lot of B. Abination with D. Ghislain Laframboise with C. Ghislain, we missed the first question, I believe. Ghislain on that one over there. The time is flying. Gary Connery go with A. Gum Worsley. Here we go. Do we have anybody else? Oh, we have more. Danny with B. Crack with A. Rain with D. Danny with B. King with E. Andy Kuvila with B. Here we go. Oh my God! The answer, guys, is C. Well, only one winner on that one, guys. Is Ghislain Laframboise scored the one over there. Ghislain Laframboise is the one with Jose Duarte. Someone else, I think, is the only one. He got C. About this one. No, Willie Snyder is under one with C. 2 only got the right answer. Cude Here's the answer of that one over there. Better than anybody else. Sorry about that, but this one was really difficult, look like, for everybody. Question number 3 of the 5. Montreal Canadiens have 28 French coaches in the franchise. 28 of them. How many of them have a 500 percentage plus winning season? How many of them during their career behind the bench? 500 plus winning. 19 of them, 17 of them, 15 of them, 13 of them, or 11 of them. Here we go. You have the last answer. Just like 1 and 2. I took an top answer. I've been laid down, Jake. Cute. Lick a person. Yes, cute about this. Frankie. I tried to give a Wilf Cute play in 1934 to 1991. Here we go. Let's see what we got here, guys. I was behind a bit. We have Real Deal with B, Andy with C, Willie with B, 2001 with A, Jose with B. We have Jose with B, Andy Pination with B, Nicolas with C, Maurice with C, GSM with B, Kev with C, Sebastian with B, Nicolas with C, Danny with B, Nicolas with C, Gislain with A, Mark with A. Frankie go with B. Right now, guys, we have A, B, C. That's it. That's all. We don't have no D and no E. Gary go with C. Roy with A. Luc Laforson with B. And after go with C. Joe Manella go with D. Do we have anybody else? Nobody take E. Craig will go to A. Willie can't go with A. Here we go, guys. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh my God!
Empty. Jake McGonagall go with D. Here we go, guys. The answer, guy, is D. Only 13 of them, guys, make the 500. On this one, we have 2 winners of this answer, guys. And both of them have the same initial name. Joe Manella take the lead at 2 after 3. And then Jake McEnroe score a goal about that one over there. 60. Carry about that one over there. Willie Snyder. KLS. KLS go with 0.5. KLS score a goal, but late after 2 and changing one time. So 0.5 for Mr. KLS. Question 4 of the 5. Which coach have the most W in the playoff from this list only? Which coach behind the bench have the most W in the playoff for the Montreal Canadiens from only 5 different coaches? Dominique Charme, Jacques Martin, Claude Julien, Al McNeil, and Guy Carbonneau. Which one of them have the most W between all the 5 and during the playoff? Good luck, everybody. The game is tied, guys. Only one have 2 good answers so far. Okay, let's. I will take it. Good luck. Miss that. Question number 4. We have 5 questions, Nicolas, tonight. Okay, that was on site. Look. Look here, funny. Here we go. Arjun with A, Willie with E, Real Deal with C, 2001 with D, with C, Gislain with D, Sebastian with C, Nicolas with D. We have Mark with C, Roy with D, and after with A, Luc with D. Jose with A, Sebastian with C, Frenchy with A, Joe Manella with D, Gary with D, Andy with A. We have GSM with B. Coach Tane. We wait a few people. KLS, King of Gamer. Both of them did not answer to you. And Kev go with C. Claude Julien. King of Gamers, KLS. Wait for a little bit. I don't know if anybody else. We're going to give you 5 more seconds, guys, before we move on. We passed like almost 2 hours. Nicolas go with D and Danny go with D about that one over there. Here we go, guys.
Oh my God!
King go with B. KLS go with A. The answer, guy, is A. KLS nail it again. And KLS now become a 1.5. Not good enough because Joe Manella and, of course, the legend in our top score a goal on that one. And they are 2. Can we have a tiebreaker game tonight? Maybe. We don't know yet. Some of you can tie the game anyway if they are both are wrong. And KLS can win if he is right if both of them are wrong. Final question of the night, guys. Rain said C, by the way. King said B. Which Montreal Canadiens Habs player below have the best shooting percentage with a minimum 150 game and with a Montreal Canadiens? The best shooting. So, example, they shoot 10 times on the net and they score 5 goals is 50%. Score 3 goals, 30%. 2 goals of the 10 shot is 20. You know what I'm talking about? Now, is it Dallin, Larouche, Mark Hunter, Mark Napier, or Matt Nasloon? Good luck, everybody. Last one of the night. Joe Manella is in our top right now. And KLS. Now, for Habs Nation, Michael was not 191, but Champ was Mo run to that. Framboise. JSM go with B. 2001 with B. Pierre Larouche. Habs Nation go with B. RJ go with C. Mark Hunter. Real Deal go with A. Luc Lafontaine go with B. We have Real Deal with A. Luc Lafontaine go with B. Jose Duarte go with E. Willie Snyder go with B. Joe Manella go with B. Mark D go with E. Oh, now Joe is at B. Danny at E. Matt Nasloon. We have Danny at E. Nicolas with A. Jake McEnway with C. Gary Gordon go with D. We have Frenchy at D. Enarta go with C. Sebastian at C. Andy Couvilla go at C. Justin Laframboise go at C. But was Richardson not coach for a few games? The result of Ducharme was the highest number, so I don't know. Frenchy at D. Kevin go D. Maurice Robillard go with C. Here we go, guys. We're going to complete that. We have the answer of Joe Manella at B and Enartap at C. Which one of them is right? If they are wrong, KLS. KLS. E for King and KLS at C. Same answer like Enartap, KLS. So whatever happening, you cannot win tonight. But you are right, like in our tap, and we have only one winner tonight, guys. In our tap, scored 3 goals out of 5 questions tonight. Take the lead over KLS at 2.5. But we have Joe Manella, we have Justin Laframboise, we have Jake McEnway, and we have RJ, and Andy Cuivula. All of you guys with two, but not good enough, like in our top, to win the contest tonight. We have only one winner. Mr. Enartap did 3 and 5 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Mr. Enartap on this final answer a question, a Frenchy quiz on the great Saturday night, guys. What a great night, guys. Over 100 likes. We crossed the 7,000 subscriber. We stuck here for over 2 hours, 30 minutes almost. What a great night. Hopefully you enjoy it, guys. If you not click on the like before you leave the building, I would suggest you do it. Don't forget the big show tomorrow night, guys. We're going to review, and we are live streaming the game tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock. I'm going to be live. So you're going to join me live, and then tomorrow night, you can join me us with Enartap and Marco Larabie. Wow. I'm completely, really, thankfully, and gratefully about each one of you for your participation tonight. First of all, we want to thank, guys, Mr. All the moderators, starting with the captain, the team captain, Danny T, following by Luciano. What about Jose Duarte? Knock the door tonight with Mr. Enartap, which is only missing Ron the Kings. We have a few people, subscriber, part of the show tonight. We have, of course, new returner, few returner coming back. And don't forget, you become a member if you want to. And we deliver every night, 9 o'clock, a special show about the Montreal Canadiens. Until then, my friend, we want to remind you one more thing. So maybe it's the first time you hear that, but I want to remind you because that's what you are.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Yes, you have greatness inside of you. And thank you so much to be a part of the show tonight on Amazing Great Habs Nation Special Edition Saturday night for the season start. Until then, my friend, we want to say one more thing. Be well, BL. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Willie would said 2023. Of course, we have to remind you one more thing. The Habs Nation and the Hockey Nation want to say one more thing. We love you, peoples. Have an amazing, great night. Sweet dream. Can wait to see you tomorrow. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks so much, everybody. Booyah!